Hey guys, welcome to episode 24 of the Go-to-game show. This is where Jack and I get to catch up every week now that we no longer are working in our cozy office in the middle of Sydney. And yeah, it's our opportunity to get together, have a bit of a chat, talk over what's happened in the last week, have a chat about some gaming news, and we're always joined every week by another guest, one of our friends. And this week, we've got Whippy on the show. Welcome to the show, Whippy.
Hey, thanks, mate. I'm happy to be here.
G'day,
Yeah.
mate.
So
You were stressed today about having a camera on. He doesn't usually use his camera on his stream, but I made him.
No, yeah. I've had to actually clean up. I've had to look somewhat all right today.
Oh, mate, if you have a look through the episodes of this show, like the last 23, 24 episodes, you'll see that me and Jack have slowly given less of a shit about how we look over the last year. It's like 2020 has slowly gotten to us over the year. It's like I reckon, honestly, if you have a look, we've probably gotten grayer and older looking and more miserable.
My beard's just gotten longer and more scraggly.
Yeah. Well, my top lip's completely disappeared, so.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, it's the end of 2020 of a crap year, so I think we all deserve like a little bit of slack for messy rooms or working for mine.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
So no pressure, Whippy, but you're coming in on the back of our most successful go-to-game show after last week.
Yeah,
it was.
Have to top it.
Oh, mate, it was a good show last week, but it was more the fallout, and that's what I was just about to get into. Usually, I'd start off by asking everybody around, all of you guys, how's your week been? But I'm going to start off by talking about my week, because
fair enough.
God, it has been a fucking week. So basically, quick update if you didn't catch last week's show. I called out Cyberpunk 2077 on Twitter for their racial appropriation or cultural appropriation of mokokai on as one of the what's the word, cosmetics. A lot of hate. I got a
Maori
lot
tattoo.
of hate.
The Maori tattoo that you can get, Whippy, in Cyberpunk. The chin tattoo. So yeah.
I was attacked mercilessly by 14-year-old Cyberpunk stands over the entire week. Bro, you should see my DMs.
Yeah, like, you sent me a couple of screenshots. People telling you to kill yourself and shit. Like, it's wild. It's wild, dude.
But we did the show last week, which was an awesome show, and we've had some awesome feedback from that show as well, which has been people sort of saying, hey, this has been super educational. I now understand why. I was actually talking to Dredd just a couple of days ago as well since the show, and he actually said like he's had some really genuine conversations with people who were pro the cosmetic being in the game because it was just a tattoo in their eyes. Now, after watching that show, they've actually gone, oh, shit, I now understand why it's not just a tattoo and why it is more important than that. So super glad we did the show, but there's still a heap of people out there. The dumb arguments that are being put towards me, though, are the ones that make me laugh, is apparently the fact that more people have commented than liked my tweet means that I'm wrong on Twitter culture now. Was it ratioed? I got ratioed.
Yeah, I see that. I feel that. I agree.
Yeah. But how dumb is that logic? It's like just because 300 and something people, I think it's 600 and something people now don't understand the culture and think I'm wrong, then that means I'm wrong.
Yeah. That's not how it works, but...
Yeah. The other one was, I had somebody yesterday claim that cultural appropriation is only if you do it in a mean way. No, that's not how it works. It's just if you take something and use it wrong. But yeah, so that's been my week, dude. Like, it's been hilarious. I actually, for my own mental health, muted that tweet.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. It would have just kept going on and on and on.
Oh, dude. Funny thing is I sent that tweet, I think, about 4 o'clock. I put my phone down and went and did some work and didn't touch my phone for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then I go, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go have a cigarette and check on stuff on my phone. And I literally sat outside, lit a smoke, opened my phone, opened Twitter, and I was like, "Oh no,
oh no, what have I done?"
And I started to go, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I didn't read 99% of the comments. It was mute. I don't need this shit.
Yeah. There were like a few people in there that were like, I agree, you know.
Oh, there were, yeah.
But then the majority of it, even like a few Maoris that were like, oh, you know, I'm Maori and I don't care, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fair enough, but like, but surely you can understand a little bit, right?
Yeah, but it's also that person isn't the entire culture.
Yeah, yeah.
But in saying that, like, I also see their argument as well, saying, well, the people that are against it aren't the entire culture as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, there is an argument to be had both ways on that.
For sure. The best comment I saw though was on the YouTube video we did, and they were like, "Shut up, you know. No one on this show can talk about this because you're just three white dudes with beards." I'm like, we literally have someone who is of Maori descent.
Well, he's Maori.
He is. Yeah. Who actually tattoos, who tattoos that style of tattoo on people and designs them for their culture and the area that they grew up in. Like, out of anybody in the world, he is like the one person that can actually legitimately talk about it.
The funny thing is,
oh my god!
I think you would have seen my comment back to that guy, and I was just like, "Yeah, you clearly didn't even watch this video or even listen to it."
Saw the thumbnail, made a comment, and then fucked off.
Yeah, because it was exactly what Dredd said in the video. Was, you know, there are people out there that are like, "Oh, you don't look Māori enough."
Yeah.
And that's basically what that person did. They had a look and went,
"You're not brown.
Three white guys.
See ya." Yeah. You're not brown. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Pretty
crazy. So that's been my week. How's your week been, guys? Anyone told you to go kill yourself this week?
Thankfully not. No. No. A bit better than that.
Yeah. Everything for me has been good though. Been playing some role plays, doing the role play things, which is kind of probably what both of us have done majority of our time.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Yep. I've been doing like a lot of website building still, which has been fun. A big learning curve. Never done that before ever. So it's been a massive learning curve. Learning a little bit of coding as well, a little bit of CSS. Oh, cool. Changing colors. What an exciting time.
CSS can be super fun.
It can be.
It can be. Wait.
When you know what to put, when you're trying to figure it out and you got to Google and read a million things.
The other, I was going to say the other thing is like when you Google something and it tells you exactly how to do it. Yeah. And then you go and do it and it doesn't work.
Yep. Well, I figured one out and it was just like no space breakpoint or something, and it just keeps the words together when you're optimizing for mobile.
Yeah.
Learn how to do that. Pretty high tech stuff.
But don't you feel like a hacker man when you've actually done so? Like, especially the longer you've spent trying to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you spend like an hour and a half trying to fix this one little bug on your thing, everything else, like you've managed to hack together the entire website fast. But there's this one problem, and you spend like an hour and a half getting this one little problem. The moment you solve it, you're like, hacker man.
Oh genius. I did it and updated it, and then I opened my mobile and I reloaded the page, and it worked. And I was like, bruh, I'm literally the best website builder in the history.
Yeah.
There's no one better than me ever. I'm killing it right now. And then I moved on and broke something else. But yeah, what have you been up to, Whippy? Oh, Josh.
Oh, just been grinding roleplay, man. That's all I've been doing. Nice. I've been preparing the move. I'm going up to Queensland. So I'm moving in.
Someone told me in my chat, and I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm going to Queensland.
No way.
What's the attraction up there?
Pardon?
What's the attraction up there?
Oh, so right now I live in a tiny town. I live in a really, really tiny town in the outback in the middle of New South Wales. I mean, you can tell I'm living in a shed at the moment.
Shed life.
But the reason why, shed life. But the reason to go up.
You need to get a custom shed life shirt done. No,
shed life or shed life.
No, that's what I mean. You should get the Shred Life guys to print you a custom one, which is like got the R just crossed out or something.
Shed Life.
Yeah,
get one for me.
That'd be good. Yeah. No, it's just been it's just looking at trying to rent a house just looking all over the country because since Twitch is my main income, I don't have to be bounded to a single location.
Anywhere.
I can be anywhere.
Anywhere with NBN.
Exactly. So I thought, well, why don't I just go to what has the best house for the cheapest price? And I had to look everywhere, and Queensland has good bangers, has some good homes for good prices. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to move in with a few other Twitch streamers, actually. So, Hutto, you know Blues, right? Pro Blues player?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm moving in with him.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so him and I.
That'll be sick. He's a good bloke.
He's
a real good bloke.
Yeah, he's been he's been doing. I got him into No Pixel as well the other day. So
I know.
As well. Yeah,
I could tell as soon as I ran into him. I was like, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, it's Blues straight away.
Has he just created himself?
No, you know, like the character, the cartoon dude that he, Window Man or whatever he's, Suction Cup Man. Yeah, he's doing like that voice. Suction Cup Man voice. Yeah, like the high pitched kind of voice. Fucking sick though. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, no, he's funny as he's doing good. No doubt he's gonna get partnered on Twitch now. He's on No Pixel, like
100%.
100%. The
Real
amount
quick,
of people.
So funny. The first time I met him was the other night, and I got a call from Amelia saying there's a new bloke here that wants a job. Do you have any work? And I was like, oh, send him down. So what he rocked up to the drift school was me and like a few of the other drifters and instructors doing like a sexy photo shoot on the drift cars with Lana playing like this sexy music with us like dancing on the cars and shit. So he came down there and he went, oh, what the fuck? And then got in his truck and drove away. That's the first interaction. The first interaction I had with him. It was very amazing. Funny.
Yeah. We were up to some mischief, right? And like he's so new to the server, he doesn't know anything. And like he died, right? He fell over on a car, right? And he's everyone in my chat's going, oh my god, Blues thinks he has to perma kill his character now because like he died once. He's like, oh, I'm dead now. I'm like, no. So it's funny because he doesn't know much, but it's I know it's funny watching him learn. But other than Queensland, I've just been enjoying my life on Twitch, not being banned for once.
That's what we got to talk about. If you want to talk about it, I don't know what you want to talk about, how much you want to talk about it, but you've been pretty vocal on Twitter about it, and we were going to talk about that last week, but we'll obviously moved the show to this week. So we'll talk about that a little bit. It depends on what you want to say. And how far you want to go with it.
I was going to say, I reckon we'll get to that. Yeah. Why don't we start off? We'll do the journey first. How did you get involved in streaming, brother?
So, I've always been into content creation since 10 years ago. I uploaded my first video on YouTube. I think it was about 9-10 years ago about a Minecraft shader pack mod, and it looked like absolute crap. Okay?
That was started in Minecraft.
Yeah, you started Minecraft too.
Yeah,
that's where he started, and it had the how back on Windows XP, right? Because I couldn't afford Windows like Vista or 7 at the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and you didn't miss out on much.
Yeah, I know. I used Vista for a little bit. It seems so much of an upgrade to me as a kid because I'm only 21. I'm young, remember that? So 20, I'm only 11. So
I normally feel like the old man in the room, but I feel like it even more so today.
Oh, mate. So I've been pursuing content creation for a while, but as we know, all being Australian, the internet is fucking shit. Not good enough for live streaming. Upload a YouTube video, upload it overnight, and hope that it's done by the time you get back from school.
Yeah. And hope that there's no issues with bloody connection halfway.
Yep. I know the feeling. So basically, I was just on and off YouTube for quite a long time. And then I noticed one day that in our town, we didn't have any mobile reception. And then 2 days later, the 2 letters 4G suddenly appeared on my phone for the first time. And that's when I realized, oh shit, I can actually get fast enough internet now. Because at the time, I was trying to go professional in Overwatch because I was really big into shooters at the time. And the ping was so tremendously bad. I actually made a YouTube video and like, I didn't know I could break a game this bad with having ping so high. Like I was like rubber banding, teleporting everywhere. I didn't know games could be this bad. So it was completely unplayable to play competitively. So I'd play 2 games, I'd win a few, I'd go up a rank, then I'd play a game, then my ping would hit 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and then I'd just have to leave the game because my ping is too high. I said, I can never go pro with this. So at the time, I just got my first pension. I'm like, oh my God, this is enough money to get an Optus 4G dongle with 100 gigs of data. And so I tested it on my phone, and the ping was half of what I would normally get on a good day. So I got the 4G dongle. It was $90 a month. I got 100 gigs of 4G, and it was 30 down. And I said, okay, that's fine. And then I shat my pants when I realized I have 30 up, which is enough to stream. And so I'm like, I can actually stream now. So I'll give it a go. And so I'm streaming 30 FPS, 2K bitrate, because there's only 100 gigs of data. And it was all working out fine. So this is when I'm starting to move into my shed, because at the time I was living with my mum and my brother. And I wanted to get back into roleplay, but I cannot imagine the questions I would receive if my mum and my brother constantly heard the shit I was saying in roleplay. Like, it would be so confusing, and I'd be so embarrassed. And because I'd play all night, I'd wake up my mum. So I waited until I got into the shed. And usually my mentality of Twitch streaming, sorry, not Twitch streaming, with roleplay servers, is that you're always reporting someone because someone failed to play the game correctly, right? So you report someone for being toxic or breaking a rule. And I thought, well, my computer's too slow to record all the time, so I'll just stream in shitty quality. And I started streaming for a few hours a day, every day. And some reason people started watching me because I was only live streaming so that I could get a clip to show an admin if something went wrong. And,
really?
That was all I was streaming.
That's crazy.
I was so focused on the roleplay because it's like, oh, look, no one's going to care about this 10-player server at the time because NoPixel, which blew up on Twitch now, no one knew about. It was dead. No one had a bloody clue what it was. On a good day, you might have about 20 players. On a bad day, it's just me. And I had a lot of bad days. So I just streamed not thinking of much. And there was, even though no players on the server, there was a lot of people watching, which was really confusing. And so I didn't know that at the time, but over time, 1 viewer became 3 viewers. 3 viewers became 10. And then I started getting like 20 viewers a stream. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And well, now I'm in the thousands. So it just catched on. And I just continued from there. So I just it was mainly being in the right place at the right time is what led to this being to what it is. I just was in the server. I had priority to get into a server that only had 32 slots, which means not a lot of people could get in. Even people like Markiplier couldn't get into the server, which was the hottest thing on the internet. Yeah, he couldn't get in. It's just there's only one server and there's only so many slots in that server. So since at the time NoPixel was the Among Us and only 32 people could stream it at a time, it just blew up. Like I remember Tim the Tapman, Lyric, Soda Poppin', like it was so big. Like Summit 1G, all these big Twitch streamers, their highlight of their career was streaming that server. Like if you go have a look, you'll notice the highest point in time on their Twitch demographics and stats is March, May, April 2019 playing Grand Theft Auto 5. And that's the highest viewer count they've ever had for that month.
Isn't that crazy?
Career. That's crazy.
That's so
me
insane.
being there, I could just go talk to these guys, and the exposure was so incredible. It gave me a community that has followed me for now 2 years. And so I've just been doing that all the time. So I've been very fortunate. Very grateful.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then you've passed that on to a lot of other people as well, which is why I think like a lot of these people jumped on because they saw such a big boom and they were like, I got to get in, try and boost my shit up. But you were already there and you went through that. And then now you're continuing to pass that on to a lot of other people. And, you know, you're one person that I've always looked up to in roleplay since being on there of you're very give and take, which is what you've always told me, even in the Discords of the crew we used to roll with. You know, you were always like, you know, everything that we do as this club, this crew, this group of people, it always has to benefit everybody else. We can never just take the role play and just keep it for ourselves. We always have to to push it
Give
on
something
and
back.
pass it on. And even if we lose everything at the end of the day, as long as someone else has had a good time and enjoyed themselves and gained from it, you know, we'll end up gaining it from that in the future.
Exactly, you will.
Which is why.
So the mentality that I've got with that is, so the main way that you grow on the NoPixel server on Twitch, it is insane growth if you play on a NoPixel server, because everyone networks with each other, because there's such a high demand to play this game, yet no one can play on it. Even though the server is now 100 people compared to 32.
That's still a very small amount
number.
of people.
Yeah, even just my channel alone has,
especially currently, like in the world where half the world is living at home or staying at home watching Twitch and stuff. You've got more eyeballs, so
yeah, you got more eyeballs. Just like having, like, at the time, I think there was like 500,000 people watching NoPixel at one point at the same time. It's just like, well, only 32 people can stream it at a time. So, and since we're all networking with other content creators on on the server, if you do something funny, or if you do something interesting, or you create a scenario that's going to be remembered by other people, those people are going to network towards your channel. So one thing that's always happened to me is, in the server you can get raided. The cops come to your door, they knock, and they say, "We're taking all your crap." And usually that's a very rare and big event. And even though you lose in the game by having all of your stuff taken away from you, you win, because when I got raided, my viewership went from 2,000 to 5,000.
yeah.
So you win.
Holy shit. That's
that was
crazy.
back in the day. That was like old school. So that was like, like right now we're in a war with another group of content creators. And it's actually, I love it. I love where I am in life right now. And I'm so happy because the person that we're at quote unquote war with in the server right now is actually my childhood hero. And it's one that I look up to, which is
who's that?
Uber Hacksaw Nova. He's part of the original. Yeah, he used to be part of like the Creatures back in the day on YouTube. He's one of the first people to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
He's an absolute legend, and I got to meet him at TwitchCon and all. But like, even though we're in this quote unquote war on the server, even though we've lost every single time, I'm winning because we're all having fun and we're generating content for each other's streams. So even though I'm sitting there dead, going to jail, and I'm losing money, which surprisingly you do get attached to, because you put time and effort into it. I'm still having fun because, well, I'm winning. I'm personally happy. My Twitch is going up. Their Twitch is going up. We're all enjoying our times. There's nothing like, I'm not going to let a virtual dollar or a virtual item ruin the fun that we have there. And that's why I always have mentality.
I got a question for both of you when it comes to RP. And how many people in, say, NoPixel that are playing the game, RPing, playing by the rules and all that, but aren't content creators?
50-50.
There is?
Yeah, a lot.
Because I mean, like, the more I personally, as a non-player of RP, like the more I talk to you guys, as Jack sort of introduces me to you, the more I'm sort of thinking, this is the sort of shit I used to do when I was a kid anyway, with my mates when we got bored playing a game. Right, we'd just start role playing and pissing around in it. And as the more I start thinking, this would actually be really fun to do. Like, I got Christmas coming up. I literally have no plans. Like, maybe I should give it a go.
Yeah.
It's
very
like,
fun.
As a non-content creator.
You can get in easily. So the way you get into the server is you just submit an application, and the only requirement is, have you read the rules? Have you played? Do you have some basic understanding of role play? And if you pass the questions, the answer is yes, you can get in. There's tons of people who don't stream. Half my group that I play with doesn't stream. So I mean, that's how I got in. I didn't stream. So lots of people have started streaming when they've gotten into NoPixel, and their Twitch channel just goes through the roof. It's tons. But yeah, back to how you mentioned, like, you used to roleplay as a kid. I think the best way to point of it is when you're like bored and you roleplay, is who here has, when they played GTA 4 or GTA 5 back when it first came out, when you got bored, you're driving a car, you start following the traffic laws. You start driving
that's exactly like, so we used to, this is I think I've told the story before, and this is because I'm a hell of a lot older than both of you. Back when we used to play like GTA 3 and games like that, like me and my boys would piss around and sort of say, what we used to call it, just playing it like NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would just genuinely be driving, following the rules, going in. Yeah, going and having genuine conversations with the hookers instead of killing them and stealing their money.
Yeah. And that's what's great about this one,
Very
because
true.
you can speak to the hookers and they'll speak back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're real people.
The real people.
They're other players.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. But yeah, I think like...
I just about to say, what happens when somebody doesn't follow the rules? Like someone just comes in and starts fucking people up or whatever.
So usually there's two ways that'll happen. Admins, they're sneaky little shits. So the admins of the server, they have complete control over the game world, right? So that includes to being invisible, to just acting like a normal person, to, this is my favorite part, my good friend does this all the time. He changes his character to a dog and he just walks around and watches people. And
that is cool.
Yeah. So he just walks around pretending to be a dog. And dude, Jack, Blues, right, had a bat and he fucking smacked the dog and it turned out to be an admin.
No way.
Yeah. And the admin pulled him aside and said, do that again and you won't be in this city. So he got yelled at because he just smacked the dog. Yeah, he got yelled at by the dog because the dog was watching him, making sure he was actually role playing. So that's one of the things.
No
so the dog
way.
To see what you do.
That's
admins
so funny.
Yeah, so admins can also be invisible and just attached to you and watch. But there's also a report system. So like I've reported people before that like abuse it. So it's pretty well moderated. It's like every like 1 out of 1,000 people, there's a dodgy guy. And it's like every like 6 months, I probably have to report one person. Yeah. So like 99.9%.
It's usually pretty good. And the ones that aren't playing by the rules and aren't following along and genuinely like trying to build the community up and become part of the community, like they're gone pretty quickly. And even like they'll join to stream up their favorite content creator, and like most of the time they'll be like, hey, what's up? Like start saying, and everyone's like, we don't know who you are. Like, what the fuck is going on? But you can just tell, and it's just super awkward. And then even the other day, something happened out front of the hospital where like 2 gangs had a war, and then some random dude walked up and just started robbing them.
Yeah.
And then you just see this random dude walk in and pick him up and just take him away. Never seen on the server again.
Yeah,
one of the admins walked over and grabbed him and goes, this is not happening. And everyone was just like, oh my god. And then he just walks away and then he just deleted. See you later.
They're literally the Men in Black. You just don't remember them. You don't see them. They're ninjas. They just come out of nowhere.
So what about if someone does come in, they think they know the rules, and they just make a couple of cock-ups? So is the community pretty forgiving?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
so I've been before. Not permanently, but I've done mistakes, of course. So the one thing that I love about NoPixel is even, like, I've been there for a while, but they usually will give you the chance to make up from your mistakes, and they'll usually forget about it. So, like, I cocked up a few times before, and I didn't even realize. And they're like, you know what? Just 1 day ban, come back, everything's fine. And it's like they didn't take away. So you can have priority to get into the server. Like there's a queue, and sometimes that queue can be like 200, 300 people long. So when you have the ability to click play and it says 1 out of 287, you know, it's a good ability to have. And the fact that even though I've been banned before, they still allow me to have that ability is because they're usually very, 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 very forgiving.
Yeah.
And they give you the ability to learn, and I always give them the thumbs up for that. Is because, like, what if NoPixel banned me because of a pretty big mistake I made or a poor decision I made, and never gave me the opportunity to learn from that mistake? Because I know tons of people that have been banned, but like Twitch, but NoPixel also knows that a lot of people stream on NoPixel for a living. The amount of people that depend on the server to pay their bills, incredible, hundreds. I would argue hundreds of people.
I agree.
They know that as long as you like, if you're aware, like, okay, well, this is your business, this is your job, you better start treating it like one and not be a child. They're usually fine. They're probably less harsh than your boss at work.
Probably.
They're
they're also really good too. Like if just say like I had a problem with someone in character or something was really awkward, and someone says something that kind of maybe like offended me or something like that. Like most people are pretty okay with you just sending him a message on Discord saying, "Hey, like, are we all good? I know this conversation that we had was awkward. Blah blah blah." And then I've jumped in Discord calls before with people and had a message back and forth with some people and said like, "Look, I know what happened was weird. Like, is everything good from your side? I'm good from my side. Like, what's go?" And then we kind of explained it all. And then at the end of the day, like everything's good to go. So everyone's usually pretty good.
It sounds all weird, like, to be talking about this, like, offending someone. But like, what a lot of people forget is that, like, when you get into the like, being in the server playing is a completely different experience than watching the server on Twitch. It is a different world. Like, I used to watch people and like they'd be doing a decision. I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, you noob? That's not how you play the game correctly." Or like they're just making dumb decisions. But then when I get into the game, I went, "Oh, this makes way more sense as to why they do that."
Yeah,
you have to play it to understand it. And certain tones can come off a bit differently than intended. Like some people, like people can call me a bitch. I don't care. But some people, when they get called a bitch, they can't differentiate. Did they mean it? Was it the character? Do they not know? It just some people take it better than others. Some people don't. But usually, it gets pretty immersive. And usually, you'll find that these fake video game characters, you will find surprisingly very real emotions for them. Like you will get fucking angry. Like I have gotten mad before. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting mad over a game. Like I don't get mad over games. I don't. But like I don't know. Have you ever gotten like genuinely upset or genuinely pissed playing this?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's surprising how angry it gets. Like,
and then you snap real quick, and then you like fully take a step back, and you go, "Whoa, what the fuck just happened?" Yeah, because it just sort of it catches you off guard a little bit sometimes too. And then like even like you get like mad emotional and stuff too, like especially with like the whole when the BBMC broke up,
That's what I'm thinking. I got genuinely upset.
Bro, we'd role played together as a crew and gone through so many up and downs for like almost a year. Like real life year, every day streaming 4 or 5 hours together. And then when something happens and like that crew breaks up, it's almost like, you're breaking up with your friends, like, or a partner or something. You know what I mean? Like, we're still mates out of character. I could call you on Discord the next day, but in character, we have to stick to that not talking and having that animosity for each other. And it's like, oh, what the fuck?
We genuinely got upset.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like this. I didn't want it to happen.
Mad. It was mad content, but.
Yeah, it was very good content.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's it's good. It's good. It plays in your head, no pixel. But that's why it's also very entertaining. It's also a very good community on Twitch. It's very loyal, and it'll stick around for many times to come. And that's one thing that I do love about No Pixel is if there was one game I had to stream every day for the rest of my life, it'd be GTA Roleplay. And I know I'm a bit biased, but like I can't imagine, bro. Imagine being stuck being a FIFA Twitch streamer. Like playing FIFA every day.
I'm just going to say FIFA's a great game, and we love EA and we love FIFA.
Okay, I like no. Look,
they may or may not be a client of ours.
Hashtag one of our clients.
Look. I love FIFA. But look, I do a lot.
I will say, like, as someone that does not enjoy football personally, I couldn't imagine playing that.
7 hours a day, 5 days a week. No
matter
what.
Okay, to make a comparison, is I'm a pro wrestling fan, but I could not imagine playing WWE 2K every single day.
Yeah.
So
it's very different.
like FIFA 13 is. I went so hard on that game with all my friends back on the Xbox 360 days. I love that game so much, and I just thought, well, what if that was my job to play that game every day? It's just like being stuck to that game to pay your bills. I'm starting to sound like a video game developer. I just the thing, like, even though like I loved Grand Theft Auto 5 the game, and it's still a very good game.
Is it still the most successful game ever released?
Pretty much. That game sold 100 million copies.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I think Cyberpunk's going to give it a run for its money, but
I don't know. I don't even think. I think GTA 5 is an outlier. I think it is a one-off that will not happen again. If Rockstar made GTA 6, it will not outsell GTA 5.
oh,
I genuinely believe that.
It's gone across a decade of consoles too. That's kind of where this comes into play, right?
Almost a decade of consoles.
Yeah, well, it's scored across so many lines of brand new consoles that were never backwards compatible. So even if you, as your own person, you would have bought it 3 or 4 or 5 times, right? To continue to play your favorite game on your new console.
They got so lucky. Like literally, they released it on the Xbox 360. I'm like, why did they release it on Xbox? They should have just waited until PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I'm like, oh my god, these devils. They released it on Xbox 360. How many times have you bought GTA? Because I bought it 3 times.
Yeah, 3.
4.
4. Yeah, so not
my
only
first time on 360, then I got it on PS4, then I got it on PC, then Xbox One, and then I got the free one on Epic. So I've had it 5 times. I've got 5 different copies technically.
Yeah. So the fact that they were able to make everyone buy a game 3 or 4 times.
Well, the only other game I can think of like that, Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim as well is another option.
Very true.
Like, you have to think about it. Like, why is PlayStation 2 still the best-selling console? It's because it also had the ability to play DVDs at the time. It was the cheapest DVD player, and it was also the best, one of the best game consoles at the time. Yeah. So that's why it's like, okay, they had that extra bonus that I don't think they could replicate ever again.
No.
Like even though PlayStation 3 had a Blu-ray, could play Blu-rays, it still didn't have the same success. And PlayStation 4, same thing,
Because I feel like a lot of people are moving towards PC. Like you've still got your very console heavy community, but for the most part, like people enjoy a console, they might use it on the couch or whatever, but most people have a PC setup. So even if GTA 6 did come out, I would be surprised, if people weren't just majority of the downloads and PC purchases would be on PC.
I think a lot of people are moving to PC definitely because one thing that surprised me is that Xbox games on PC. True. I was like,
Pass,
I love Xbox. Oh, my favorite times on gaming is Xbox 360, and it's like I loved my Xbox One as well, and but it's like I don't I had the thought, okay, well, I only want to get one console. I'll probably just get the Xbox, and I thought, why? Every game is going to be on the PC. Every single one of their exclusives, or if not all of them, will possibly be coming to PC. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to buy it on PC. And it's like, okay, well, look at the PlayStation. I'm like, they're not coming to PC. Like, I think the only game that's coming to PC is Horizon Zero Dawn. Is it?
Yeah.
Was there another one?
Horizon Zero Dawn, because the fans packed a huge shit because it was coming to PC.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so it's like, well, I'm gonna go PlayStation 5. It's simply because, well, I don't have a reason to get an Xbox. And I think a lot of people are waking up to I think it's harder today to get a PC for the same price as a console with similar performance. Back on Xbox 360, sure, but then PlayStation 4 was tough, and now PlayStation 5, well, now it's a lot harder. But I think I'd hate to be on an original Xbox playing Cyberpunk right now, though.
Oh mate,
wouldn't it?
Even the PS4 or the Xbox One, they're both looking pretty shitty.
Yep, they're terrible. Even I've got a pretty good computer, but even I'm getting my ass kicked on Cyberpunk on PC.
Yep. Big agree.
Before we get to Cyberpunk news, I think the only thing we've got to have a bit of a chat about, Whippy, is a couple of weeks ago you did get banned, we alluded to earlier.
Yes.
Let's have a talk about that. What can you talk about? What do you want to talk about with it? What happened?
So I just completed a subathon. I'd done 16 hours. I was feeling like complete crap, and I went to bed. Of course, typical me, I only sleep 3 hours after being awake for 30. And I wake up, and my phone is on literally on fire. Okay, I have 50-something emails. My Discord is completely blown up. I'm like, who died? And I have a look and I have a message and I see 3 messages on the top of my phone and it goes, what happened to your Twitch? And I go, oh no, what the fuck happened to my Twitch? And so I'm like freaking the fuck out now. So I'm like, oh, have I been banned for a day or something? And I have a look and then my heart sinks. It says, it doesn't say 1 day, it doesn't say 3 days, it doesn't say 7, 20, 30. It says indefinite. It
Jesus.
says gone. It says indefinite.
That would bring tears to your eyes.
Fucking hell.
But I was on the brink because I'm thinking, is this the end?
Yeah.
Is this all over? What have I done? And so the email is, I mean, I want to say this now because I don't know if he's going to listen, but my the person who helped me at Twitch get unbanned, I love him to death. And he saved my ass. Really did. But I don't know how involved he is with this part of Twitch, but the message that you received when you were banned is fucking pathetic. It is honestly the most pathetic thing
I'm pretty sure from my understanding is the message that you are sent is an automated message that is just basically a copy and paste.
Yes.
They tick a box and say this person's banned for this reason, send.
Yeah, it's that. So there's only 2 things that has human input. It is how long is the ban and why? And this is what it says. How long is the ban? Sorry, 3 things. Where did the ban happen? So it says, how long? Indefinite. Where did it happen? You're never going to guess where it happened. On stream. What? It happened on stream? No shit, Sherlock. Thanks for telling me. It happened on stream. So, and then it says, what was it? Oh yeah, why? And then the only why they can give me is you violated terms of service.
Oh, and that there is such
my God. What a cop-out.
I broke terms of service, apparently. It's like, okay. It's like, imagine you're playing, it's like being fired from your job, and then you go to say why, and they say, you broke a rule. And then you go, which rule? One of the ones that we enforce. Which one of those? One that we believe in. You shouldn't have broken that rule, and I hope you learn your lesson. So I'm very thankful. I don't want to say his name. It wants to say, who he is, but I have someone that I can contact at Twitch. And I called him.
I'll say this. The guys that I know at Twitch that deal with the content creators are usually really fucking helpful, genuine, awesome people.
Yeah, this guy saved my buns. Really did. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for this guy. Yeah. So I call him up. I get on the phone. I go ring-a-ding, and I'm like, what the fuck has happened? Where has everything gone? Please tell me that everything is going to be okay.
Just before you continue, I feel sorry for the guys at the other end because you know that when they get these phone calls from people like yourself, they're getting you at your worst possible moment.
They are.
Yeah, and it's not your fault as such because you're reacting in a completely normal way. But that person, those people must deal with so many shitty people.
They must. And like the guy, well, there's 2 guys, but the one I called, he's so good, so genuine. I've met him in person. Me and Hutto met at the same time. So we had lunch with him, and he's an awesome bloke, and I love him a bit. So I feel sorry. He was getting me on the brink of tears because I'm just thinking like, I'm paying off a mortgage. I'm paying off my mum's mortgage, right? I just bought my dream car, and I just loaded a ton of money onto that car, expecting Twitch to still be here. And it's like, I realized at that moment is like, okay, Twitch is gone. What do I have? And it smacked me in the face. I'm working at the food store again. If I don't get this back, you're fucking stuck at the food store.
You're back at Woolies.
I'm back at Woolies, and I'm like, I cannot do that. I'm a type of guy who cannot stand jobs like that. I cannot cope with those type of jobs. It's just mentally, physically, I cannot stand them. I must be in this type of industry in some way. So the thought of that just being completely dependent on, I realized that now that I'm completely dependent on Twitch, of course, it all came back and we're all good now. I thought, well, I have to find a secondary source of income now. I can't have all my eggs in one basket because I learned just how easily Twitch can take away your channel, and especially if I can lose it over saying the word virgin now.
You sure?
Well, thanks. Now we can't upload this show to Twitch.
Yeah,
God damn it.
But here's the reason why I was banned. And it's not the fault of the guy who helped me, okay? He did everything he could. There's nothing wrong with this guy. I love him to bits, more respect than ever. But here's the reason why I was banned, and it fucks me off, okay? I was banned. Okay, so at the time, this is before the big DMCA scare. I thought I got banned because I did something on my subathon, and I was right. But it was a subathon I did 3 months ago is why I got banned. So 90 to 100 plus days ago, I was listening to club music because these subathons, I'm sitting there 24 hours. I am fucking dead, right? I am zoning out. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm grumpy. I'm sore. I just want to listen to music. And I found this playlist that I was really into. And it's one of those like music videos compilations of club music, right? And I was playing it on YouTube because it wasn't on Spotify. And I didn't realize, but I alt-tabbed to pause the music. And there was a fucking penis. There was a fucking young man's penis in there. Okay. So I didn't even realize, like cock and balls, full fucking thing. I didn't even realize. Right. And then I fucking tab back to the game. It's all good. Tab out, play it. Don't even notice the cock and balls. But here's what pisses me off is that your VODs on Twitch are deleted after 60 days.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I got banned for something that happened in my VOD.
So this comes down to, and this was recently just sort of exposed, is that while it's deleted, it's not deleted.
Unless it was in a clip.
Yeah. So, but in saying that, no, but
you did delete a lot of your clips recently, right?
I'm trying. As we speak, my fucking hard drive indicator's going. I'm downloading VODs.
Yeah.
I'm downloading VODs, I'm downloading clips.
Yeah, but it has come out in the last couple of months that Twitch, while it may be deleted on the front end, they still have that in the server in the back end, and they're still holding on to those videos, which is where a lot of DTMA strikes have come from, is actually from the stuff that is you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You can't remove it. You can't remove it from publicly being seen because it's already been removed from publicly being seen, unless it's, like you said, it's the clips. But everything else that's in the back end that you can't see is still there and still able to be scanned for DCMA.
It's actually public. You can actually still access it, even though it's gone from Twitch. So when I got unbanned, all my clips were there, but all my VODs were gone.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, fuck. I wanted to upload. I wanted to, I like to preserve my history, right? What am I going to show to my kids in 20 years? Look, Daddy used to be a good Twitch streamer before he failed and started working at Woolies again. I want to show. I want to show all my highlights. I'm like, I'm not saving my VODs. But then one of my viewers was actually archiving all my VODs, like all the way back to 2019. There's like 100 plus VODs, which I'm downloading. And she, along with a viewer in my chat, discovered that if you type in a Twitch URL a certain way, you can find VODs that have been deleted from Twitch. And she was able publicly just type it into a URL bar with a certain number, and you can she found my deleted subathon VOD in its full, with unmuted music, unmuted everything, full source quality, and she could just right-click, download, and starts downloading the entire thing. So you can still get it. So she's going through it right now, and she's getting like all of it back because I want to download it for history's sakes.
Yeah,
but like it's still public, anyone can access it, and so I'm so confused at this point. Why the fuck is Twitch deleting clips and not clips, but VODs from your channel, obviously to assume that saves cost of storage space, but then keep it on their servers anyways?
Yeah.
Why don't you just let us go recent broadcast and scroll back to our first stream? I would love to go back and watch like one of my old H1Z1 streams or something. I would love to do that. So I want to turn my TV on and watch a 4-hour stream of myself from fucking 7 years ago. I would love that.
The thing is, the size of the lines of code that would be on the front end to display those videos is not even going to be taking up a lot of storage. If you've already got they've still got the storage, the videos in storage. Yeah, it makes no sense.
That has to be a reason.
If they were permanently deleting it, then obviously that makes sense. They can't show it. But if it's still there, why can't we just watch it? Crazy.
Or at least download it. Like let me be able to access. If you have to remove it from public view for whatever reason, at least let me download it natively so I can re-upload it. You know,
let me go through my creator dashboard and find it somewhere and download it.
Yeah, like not every I have the internet to stream, right? But I still only have 50 down. 50 downs are pretty fast. My pods are currently 5.5 terabytes in size, right?
Jesus.
So that is estimated to be over 100 days of downloading at maximum speed.
Holy shit.
I've been downloading. I'm 1 month in, baby. I'm still going. I'm still downloading.
True, very true.
I'm getting close to it.
You should start a second channel where it's just a webcam showing your downloads.
I know. I gotta, man. I gotta. But it's
I just upload all your VODs to YouTube at the same time to a channel. And everyone can go watch them.
Do. Yeah, just
might as well.
24 hours later, upload it. That's gonna be the plan. Just so I want to start natively recording because it looks so much better than what you output to Twitch. So much better.
True, very true.
Real quick, back on the ban. So here's the thing that pisses me off, and I had a bit of a tweet on Twitter as well that got a good replies. So I got banned for showing a dick, right?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077, you can show dicks all you want.
That's a very good point, right?
I'm like, okay, so
even if you're wearing pants in Cyberpunk 2077, you've got exposed dick in some cases.
Yeah, I know. You literally do.
Very true.
So what's driving me crazy is I'm thinking, right? Okay, so if someone says a prohibited word on Twitch, like a certain cuss that we're not allowed to say, right, on Twitch, if it comes to me, it's banned. Yeah. But if a video game character says it, no, it's completely different meaning. Completely different. It's fine. It's art. I don't get it.
But also, sometimes in a video game as well, it is context as well.
I guess.
I mean, like to use something that would 100% get you banned would be if you dropped the N-bomb in stream and you were talking to your friend, whatever, out of context, 100% get banned. But in a game like GTA, if it's used in context in that game, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Or a song in the game.
If it maybe if it's in a song. But I mean, what if there's a conversation? Like let's imagine that there's two sentences, right? I say it word for word in real life, right? Even and then let's say by pure chance these two video game characters say the exact same line, right, with the same profanity. I would be banned because I said it through my mouth. Like the way I think Twitch has it set up is like, if it goes through your mouth, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah. If it's through video game, it's fine. I just go, it's still a fucking dick. A dick's banned or not. Like I don't care how many pixels or fucking does the dick have to be ray traced? I don't get it. Like,
because they're saying as long as you're not like focusing on it and being sexual towards it, then it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's like, can I get my dick out? Can I get my dick out right here? My own personal cock? As long as we're not talking about it and it's not the focus of the stream and I'm not being sexual, like why can I not get my own dick out? Why is that not allowed?
So if you walked in on video right now and just sat down and you just happen to have no pants on, right? You're not. Yeah. Would that get you banned? Yes, 100% it would.
100% it would.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's just like,
it's a funny argument. It's exactly the same sort of argument like Instagram people have been having for years about the whole nipples thing. It's like, well, it's just a part of your body as long as you're not being sexual with it, right? If you're just taking a photo of yourself with your tits out.
Yeah, like who cares?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It's very true.
The fact that like mine was accidental, right? Wasn't 100%. Even acknowledging that it even happened, okay? And they just the fact that Twitch in one go indefinitely suspends a literal 6-figure business. I pay my taxes. I have an accountant. I have a lawyer. I pay this is registered with an Australian business number. It's a fucking business.
Yeah.
And the fact that the best Twitch can do is give me an automated email to say that I'm fired is a joke. Essentially, it's just like, oh hey, this 6-figure business which is approaching $250,000 in revenue. I'll give you 2 words. You go away. I'm not going to describe you. It's like are you joking? Like, this is really made me consider my future with Twitch. It's just like, and it's just like the thing with DMCA. It's like, oh hey, people streaming a GlitchCon thing. Hey, don't stream it because DMCA, because audio, because they're using the music, and like the only option is like just delete all your content.
Yeah.
And that's what drives me crazy. And
Get
I
rid of all
think
your work.
get a lot of your entire history. And one thing that pisses me off with the entertainment world, with the you know, all these copyright holders of music, they want you to play the song. They have their rights. You want, they're like, oh, if you have rights to use the song, then everything is okay. And I made a very good demonstration on stream. I love a song called "I Love a Rainy Night." It's in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I would sing it, but it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And I wanted to buy the rights to that song so I could stream it. And I spent 20 minutes on Google and I couldn't even fucking figure out who was the copyright holder of that guy. And when I found their website, I couldn't even find a contact us form. Like people want us to buy rights to songs so that they make their money, so then we can make our money, but they don't make it accessible in any way. They expect you to be like, get a lawyer, contact us, and we'll get back to you within 60 business days. And then when we charge you $3,000 to use your song 10 times, then we'll be happy.
Yeah, true. It's very true.
It should be,
or then you can just go onto Facebook Gaming and play whatever the fuck you want, and no one cares.
Yeah, it's quite appealing.
It's just like, what is... Yeah.
But this is exactly, we've talked about this a few times on the show.
We have, yeah.
And
I wish I moved over when I had viewers. Fuck. They're not going to offer me shit now.
But the thing with it's on Twitch. It is totally on Twitch to come to these arrangements with the copyright holders of the songs, right?
Yeah.
It's their responsibility to be getting the publishing rights or paying for the publishing rights. It's exactly what Facebook did, is they went and made arrangements with all the record companies, all the publishers, and said, we want to allow our things. How much is that going to cost? Yep, here's X billion dollars. All of our content creators can now use music.
Yeah, but then again, Twitch is, well, big, not as big as Facebook. Facebook has big...
You say that, but I mean, Twitch is owned by Amazon, which is owned by Jeff Bezos.
True. Valid point, actually. I will give you that.
Yeah. They're not short of dollar.
But those are not investing a lot of money into Twitch. So, like, one of the biggest things that pisses me off with Twitch is the bitrate cap. It's abysmal. You can't even do 1080p correctly without it.
Right. That's what makes me laugh every time. Like Elgato come out and they're like, "Oh, we've got the new 4K, 4K capture card. You'll be able to stream in 4K." And everybody's like, "Yeah, we'll be able to stream in 4K." No, you won't be able to stream in 4K.
You'll be able to stream at a very
unless you're on Mixer
720p. Yeah, it's like what pisses me off is that Twitch, owned by Amazon, has AWS, Amazon Web Services, which is known as one of the best in the world. You're telling me that you can't have a couple thousand shitty Twitch streams, 1080p streams?
Yeah.
Like I just don't know. Like, is Twitch not making enough money? I don't know how. I know what revenue I generate them. They should have more than enough fucking money just from my channel size alone. I cannot imagine how much money that they would make from all the Twitch streamers. Especially the tax on like they tax so hard on like bits, subs, like they take 50%. It's like, that's so much. It's like they should have more than enough money, but instead all they're doing is writing fucking contracts to say you can't.
It's kind of depressing when you look at, like my biggest month. Sure, I made a lot of money, but then you look at how much came through your channel, you're like, fuck, really? My God. And then you get it, because it's my second job, then I've got to take another 40% of whatever I get off that. Maybe more. And I'm like, Jesus.
By the end, we're only keeping 10% of what we generate.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, well, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I look at how much money I make after tax, and I go, and that's like 20% of what I fucking generated. Oh my God. Like the amount I added it all up, and like,
it makes you want to just turn your subs off and just go, if you want to do it, just donate.
I did see somebody the other day literally had a thing where they were like, look, I'm turning off subs. I think they were turning off bits as well. Or I think it was bits was actually better. They were better off getting bits.
No,
probably not.
Because if you spend $20 Australian on bits, the streamer only gets about 10 USD worth of
But
bits.
this person was saying they were going to be turning off bits and turning off turning off ads, and encouraging them just to donate.
Yeah, because you get 95% of the money. So the difference is that when you donate through Twitch, the default is 50-50. So $5 means you get $2.50. You get that money in 45 days. So you know if you do so whatever money comes in November,
and
you don't get.
And the other thing that comes with that is if you've made that conscious decision that's the decision you're going to turn off subs, you're not going to use any of those Twitch features. It also means that you have no reason to be to keep that verification tick.
Right? You do, because you get quality options if you're a partner.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
and also if you've already got a heap of subs, like mine went up to almost 4,000. I've got so many emotes now that I can use. Sure, I'm nowhere near that again, but
it does give you the option to then stream on YouTube as well. Like if you're already a popular streamer, like let's say, if you're a popular streamer, you could then populate on both, or over to Facebook, right, where you can play music.
Yeah, very true.
Get the full experience.
Yeah, I'm very pro Twitch, and I love Twitch, but recently with all the decisions they're making, it's like, you know, other platforms are starting to actually look somewhat appealing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, you think like, who the fuck wants to go to Facebook? And then it's like, well, they're better quality. They have been implementing a lot of features that people actually want. It's DMCA free. You can do what you want. And it's like, well, now it's like, well, I mean, Hado, you said that they offered you to go to Facebook?
Oh, no. I've like spoken to the partnership manager in this region. Just haven't organized a meeting at all. I was gonna just to see what they would be offering for a channel of my size, you know, just to see. I don't know why.
Look, I think literally the only thing going against Facebook at the moment. Actually, no, I'd say there's two things going against Facebook at the moment. One is they've just got that stigma of it's Facebook.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And there's going to be a hard one for them to fight. And I think as long as they manage to pull enough good content creators over, they'll be able to fight that one. The second one is, and this is the big one, is not a simple process to be a viewer and use a alternate name.
Yeah, that's a big thing. So
you can do it.
Mixer.
You can do it.
But it's hard. So like I think you have to like have a page or something, but that makes it hard for moderators.
Then when you watch the stream, you've got to change it to comment as.
Yeah, comment as your page. And the worst part is that if you are like, we need moderators for our chats. I have 5 mods, right? And they do the God's work. If you're a page on Facebook, you can't be a mod. You have to use your real name. So the people who mod for me, also mod for people who have been very lucky and gotten the deal and gotten Facebook, they have to use a fake name.
Yeah, like a fake Facebook human page,
Yeah, fake Facebook page. It's like, like, I don't know. So I said, I don't know. I can't comment with Facebook. it's like I have received offers in the past, and it's like that's appealing, but it's like at the time, Facebook, the platform, was just kind of shit. But now, months later, they've improved so much. It's like I look back at it and go, oh, that's somewhat appealing to me now. So it's like, you know, it's like plus the bonus of fucking Twitch giving me a ban over that. It's like, well, now you're looking quite appealing. Where am I valued? Where am I? Like, I'm sure, like the ANZ Twitch partner team, they value me, no doubt about it.
Yeah, of course.
What about the guys in suits in America?
Yeah, it's the platform as a whole, right? And it's the same with Jack and I when we talk about it from a business point of view. Is we aren't ever talking smack about the guys that we deal with at Twitch or the local team in general here. It is amazing.
They're so nice.
It's always issues with the platform as a whole. And
there
is no perfect platform, right? Like YouTube has its own issues. Facebook has its own issues.
True.
It's just
very true.
Yeah. They all have their own issues. Like I would hate to be
Mixer's got some serious issues.
The Mixer had a big problem. You know, I literally think Facebook, I think Facebook just bought. Like, I don't think Mixer was failing and shutting down and just happened to go to Facebook. I think what happened is that Facebook actually bought Mixer secretly.
That is one that will have to be. You would know about it if that is what happened, because Facebook's a publicly traded company, and any deals like that would have to be put towards the shareholders. And do you think the shareholders are going to keep a secret like that?
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we would know by now if that's what would happen. I personally think it is a case of Facebook, Microsoft bought, what was Mixer called beforehand? Beam. Yeah, they bought Beam for the streaming technology that they were then going to use in xCloud.
True.
That's what I
think. Very possible.
Yeah.
I may be wrong as well. Bold assumptions.
Yeah, I don't know, but all I know is that the guys who had a contract to stream on Mixer are fucking killing it right now. they got paid and went back to Twitch, and everything's good as gold.
I mean, look at Ninja. He's barely streaming anymore. Like, he's not doing the big long marathon streams that he was doing, and
his Twitch channel taking a dive.
Yeah, well, he don't think he gives a shit, to be honest.
I think
he's still rolling in that bloody Mixer money.
Oh, he got like $100 million or some shit, didn't he?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Streaming there for 9 months.
I don't think that
much. Nah,
invest half of it in Bitcoin and then go chill for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the guy doesn't need to work at, like, if he's unhappy working at a place, like, he is financially free. Like, I had the wonderful opportunity to be playing with Shrouded Summit a few months ago. And just like, even though I didn't get to talk to them that much, I was just like so proud of them because like they're generally good blokes, and like I look up to them in the creative industry. It's
100%.
like these guys got paid, and like, fuck it, bro. They're killing it out of their dream, and I'm actually like happy for them. Like I criticize the decision to move, but now as like Twitch becomes a place which I'm less happy with by seemingly the month, I can see why those long-term streamers who have been streaming where Twitch was even better glory days, because I started streaming when Bits was a thing, but I've been on Twitch before that was a thing, back when you had to like have 5,000 viewers to be partnered on Twitch, like back then.
Yeah.
And so I imagine that their golden age of Twitch is probably a lot different to what I think a golden age of Twitch is. So in their mentality, they may have been thinking, well, maybe Twitch ain't as good as what I used to have. So that's why those deals are more appealing. And now that my golden version of Twitch is becoming a bit more shitty, I could see why that would be quite appealing. Also, as much as I love my community and I love doing what I do for a living, I mean, if I got the option to be financially free for the rest of my life, I'd fucking take it. Like, regardless, it's like
very true.
Where's your community going to be in 50 years? Well, I don't know, but I know where the money for the steal is going to be in 50 years in my bank account. Yep. So it's
very true.
Yeah.
And I think you would find a very tiny portion of your community that would disagree with you doing something like that anyway. And to those people, sorry,
don't care about it. It's like
feels bad, dude.
Yeah, like I don't know, if I ever got the option to be like financially free, like I think about like the offers. I can't say the numbers, but I have received offers from Facebook in the past. And like, even though that I've received bigger offers, like the first offer that I received, it's like, this pays off my mortgage and more. Yeah. It's like, now it's like new offers. It's like, this pays off multiple mortgages.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh no, like Facebook is coming to me being like, we can offer you this, this, and this. And then Twitch is like, we're going to ban Virgin and you.
Yeah. It's got to be, look, it's got to be a conversation you're having behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
But you must be sitting there thinking to yourself, I can't say, you may not be accepting the offer, but
I can't say anything.
But I'm saying though, you have to be considering when these offers come in seriously, doing the math and going,
Yeah, like even like just doing the math, like sure, literally this Twitch is fun and games, but it is also business.
Yeah,
it is. And I view my Twitch platform as a business. Everything that I do has a calculated decision in it.
Oh, but I mean, it's even like you do this full time as your business. Like, but Jack and I had a conversation last night where Twitch is Jack's second job.
Yep,
it's helping him pay the bills.
It is. For me, it is the only thing that pays the bills.
Yeah.
So I have to do whatever I can to maximize it. If that means I have to do a subathon every month, then it means I have to do a subathon every month. You know, even though I hate doing it, it's like everything that I do is a business decision. They're business expenses. 100%. And so when it comes to this offer from Facebook, I have to look at it not emotionally, but constructively as a business. and as a business, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think Facebook is really going to be taking away a lot of content creators from Twitch, and I don't even think they have to pay them that much anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's
You're not
just
wrong.
the way Twitch is acting.
Yeah. And YouTube aren't throwing around the money that they were throwing around at the moment. Like, I know YouTube are basically only trying to stop their big creators
from leaving.
to go to another platform and do live over there.
Yeah, right.
Like
Okay.
with Puge wasn't doing live, but they paid him and said, "Hey, we'll contract you for live streams."
True.
Yeah.
But basically, we'll stop you from going to Twitch before they throw you an offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what was I gonna say? So,
although I'm saying that hilariously, PewDiePie advertises his shit out of Twitch when he does those
giving Twitch streamers money
videos.
And shit.
Yeah. He does.
I find it hilarious that he doesn't do that with the YouTube streamers.
Yeah, doesn't go around saying donate to YouTubers.
Twitch is it's a different vibe, Twitch. And
totally different communities, different vibe.
And Twitch is it's doing some shit stuff, but it is still the best place to be. I would argue. Like, what are you gonna like if you're gonna start streaming, where are you going to go?
Yeah, you start on Twitch.
You start on Twitch because the community is the best. The chat experience is top notch. Twitch has the best chat.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just the most fun thing. Yeah, best chat. Twitch is the best chat system. And also like just the vibes, everything. It's just the best place to be. But it's just I don't know. We all want Twitch to succeed, but I don't know if Twitch wants itself to succeed. And I think a lot of people are going to realize that I know Twitch depends on us to keep it afloat, and without us, well, there's other players in the field now. Before it was all just Twitch and a little bit of YouTube, but now it's like, we have Twitch, we had Mixer, there's DLive, but there's tons of competition, and these competitions, yeah, I remember that. But like, you can like, I don't know. A lot of money is being thrown around for people like myself and people bigger and smaller than me. I know a guy much smaller than me. He got a deal with Facebook, and he said that he was pretty happy with the financial payout.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him, dude.
I can imagine. 100%.
It's like, but then Mixer was kind of being a bit insulting. Mixer with no NDA, no nothing. I had 3 guys from Mixer just spit out what they wanted to offer me, right? And these guys, you will not believe what they offered. It was a joke. These Mixer guys. Yeah. They only offered what you're currently making. It's like, what? There's no incentive.
Really?
It's
like, what's your monthly average?
So we'll give you that we will pay you exactly the same as you're on right now and risk you losing your followers by moving over to our platform.
Yes, that's all they offered. And I just replied to them, am I a joke to you?
Yeah.
Like, hello?
Yeah. True. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, anything else we got to talk about? What other subject?
Well, I knew we were going to miss out on most of the news, so we'll just not really talk about fucking any of the news, to be honest.
Yeah, let's just. We got any questions for Whippy from the community?
We do. I'm not going to get through all of them because there is a lot in here. But Huge
has asked. Collection.
Yeah, Huge has asked like quick fire round. All right, we cannot go any further. What would Whippy stream/play if No Pixel was dead in a year?
I think we've talked about this almost. He's going back to Woolies.
Yeah, I'm going back to Woolies.
True.
I don't. Yeah, I really wouldn't say because I don't know what's coming out in a year. If No Pixel was defunct, I would probably I'd probably actually, this will sound dumb, but I'd probably get out of that type of industry, and I'd start going back to my roots as professional esports. I'd break into that category. So my Twitch would completely die, but I would rebuild it, if you get what I mean, into a new channel. So there's a content creator on No Pixel. His name's Silent. He's CS:GO Pro, but he got out of that, and now he's
so
role player.
And you see this all the time as well, though, with content creators, especially in the FPS sort of scene, where the game that they play completely dies, so they move to another one and they build themselves back up again.
Yeah, but does that sort of feel like, what if the game itself dies? and then like you have to go play another game to keep your channel going, but you don't like that game, or you're not as good as that game. You know, like I kill at Overwatch, but I suck at CS:GO.
Yeah.
So, but what other questions?
All right. There's a couple of random ones in here. Like, if you could move anywhere, where would you move to? Stuff like that. Queensland, we answered that one before.
Queensland, Dubai as well. Dubai's nice.
True. So Halsey asked, how does streaming affect mental health? As a lot of people on the outside see it as the quote unquote perfect job. Yeah, that might
streaming is surprisingly the most difficult job. And I've worked a lot of jobs. I've worked at Harvey Norman. I've worked at Foodworks. I've worked at a computer repair company, and Twitch streaming is the hardest one mentally. Even though it's easy for me to sit here and play the game, you know, it's just, you know, Jack, you've also experienced this. Numbers, they don't hurt you, but they mentally fuck with you. They absolutely fuck with you. I am the only person who does not know how many views he gets. How many streams, how many views did I have yesterday? I'm guessing. Someone told me. That's all I know. How many followers do I have? I know I'm near 100,000. But I honestly, I don't check my Twitch tracker. I don't check anything because it stresses me out to the point it affects my content and I lose sleep.
But even the other side of this, and this is someone who works with Twitch streamers, not as a Twitch streamer, but just seeing in the conversations I've had with other Twitch streamers, is it's not just the numbers side of things and your actual stream side of things, but the mental stress that you have with comparing yourself to other streamers and what they're doing.
That's a big thing.
I mean, it's easy enough to say, well, don't compare yourself to others. Be unique. Be blah, 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 blah. But I think it's natural when you're in any industry to compare yourself to your peers.
Yeah, it is. It's tough.
I had an interesting conversation with one of the female streamers that we worked with. This would have been about a year ago. And she felt the pressure to start posting more sexy photos online because her peers were doing that. And that doing that stressed her out. And I was just like, well, you don't have to do that, right?
Yeah. It's
don't hate on the ones that are doing it, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
As much as I say you don't have to feel the way you feel, it's not going to stop someone from feeling.
True. Very true.
That's what I'm trying to say. There are
100%. Yeah, it's 100%, bro. The biggest problems I have is comparing myself to others. Like I'll be sitting here thinking, man, my content's the greatest. Today was great, you know. And it's like I'll find out I have like 700 viewers, and then like I turn into this guy who has 2,000 viewers. I'm like, bro, I'm bored. What the fuck is going on here? And it's like, how does this guy have 2,000 viewers? What's going on with me? What am I doing wrong? And it's like, do I have to start doing this, which I thought was bad? Do I have to start doing that? You know, and there's like jealousy and stuff as well. Like fucking one of my biggest complaints is how Jack Hutto has more subs than me. By the way, no,
I don't anymore. I'm
no,
washed now.
You'll be good. But no, you made like Daniel, I'm so happy for you. But you made me question. It's like during the peak of my career, like getting 3,000 plus viewers, I peaked at 3,180 subs. Right, that was my all-time peak. And you, who doesn't have 3,000 viewers, you nearly had 4,000 subscribers. I'm like, this dude's killing it. What's his secret? What does he do? And it's just like, it just plays mind games with you.
I just kept asking for subs.
Just keep asking. Just say please.
Just keep asking. Just have different ways. I had videos playing from my friends telling them to sub. So it wasn't even me asking. It was someone else. That's how you get away with it. You just get your friends to do it for you.
Yeah. There's just,
but truly, honestly, I genuinely don't know. Like, I was at the time I was just playing, but now I get to a point where my viewers have dropped off a fuckload, so have my subs, and I'm sitting here asking the same questions you're asking. How did that happen? How did the viewers happen? Like, do I have to change my content completely and go back to doing the things I was doing, you know? But that might not even fix it, you know? Like, should I have not done what I have done? Should I have not taken my character down this path? Like, is it the character path that I've followed is the downfall of my stream? Is it something that I've changed as a person? Do I go back and watch my streams from 2 months ago and I'm happier or funnier or not as much of a fuckwit? Am I now just an actual piece of shit that people don't want to watch, you know? Or is it because
and that's the mental side of things?
It was the peak of COVID. Everybody had this spare money from the government. They were just going, fucking, here's all this money. And I just had people in my chat that happened to have a lot of free money at the time and they were just giving it to me. Is that what it was? But now I'm sitting here thinking, COVID's not going to happen next year. Am I going to be a 30 viewer Andy with 200 subs continue into next year? Do I have to now quit streaming and go and get a job at Coles at night because that's genuinely going to pay more? Like, I don't want to think about Twitch in a way of I have to stream for money, but with a family and with bills, it kind of is. It is a second job.
Yeah, well, when you start relying on that money to pay your bills, or at least, yeah.
And I hate that because it was never that, but now it's just become so ingrained in what I do. It's like
naturally, when you're earning money with doing anything, you start to rely on it. Your lifestyle shifts.
And then you build your budget around that. And then when that goes, you go, fuck.
Yeah.
What do I do? Anyway. If anyone has any answers on how to fix my channel to get massive viewers and subs again, just comment below. Would help me out greatly. Hey?
Go hard when 3.0 releases. That's my
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm going nuts, dude.
All right, so...
And the last question. The last question. I know we have to go. This is the longest show we've ever done. But is there actually something in that your chat does that you hate, but you don't want to tell them?
Ooh.
Where are my keys?
Oh, no.
My chat won't make me stop jingling my fucking... I have the Mighty Car mods chopped. Fucking... What's the...
Lanyard, I guess? The little tag?
Yeah, lanyard. So, over a year and a half ago, I picked up my keys and jingled with them because I was bored, right? And someone in chat was acting like a little fucking 2-year-old, like a baby with a spoon and going, ooh, shiny. But like, to the sound of keys in my fucking microphone. And someone had a cute emote. And then all of a sudden, people started following along in chat and started acting like a bunch of 2-year-olds, right? As a joke. And I thought it was funny. So I jingle my keys into the microphone and chat starts interacting with itself again as a joke. And now it's been a year and a half and they won't stop. They're still going. they every fucking day. They're like, streamer, I will subscribe if you jingle the keys into the microphone. I'm like, I'm over this. It's been so long. It's like, I've just stopped reacting to it now. And fucking, they won't stop doing the number 7 as well. It's just 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
That is a thing.
Yeah, there's tons of other memes. Like, they say that I stink and I'm washed up, but I think those are funny memes. But the keys one and the 7s genuinely annoy me. But that's what makes it funny, and that's what gives them bits. So that's why I allow that to happen. But I wish the keys would go.
All right. Well, that's the end. No more questions. If you missed out, I'm sorry. Ask in Whippy's chat tomorrow.
All right, so what are we all looking forward to in the next week, guys?
Roleplay. Try and make funds again. That's what I'm doing.
Pretty much the same thing. I'm waiting for a fucking car tent to come because, like, I'm in the outback, right? And the sun is ruining my new car. And I've ordered a fucking tent to put on top of it, right? And these fuckers, I'm never buying off a catch again. They've lost it in a matter.
Really? So I'm like that with Kogan. I've never had a good experience buying from Kogan.
Yeah, I spent $400 on a temporary. Look, I'm cheap, right? Okay, fucking, I'm cheap.
We're,
like
we're both on the same page here.
Yeah, I buy a nice car and then I'll put a fucking cheap ass tent on top of it. You know, it's like buy a nice car, get the cheap fuel. So fucking yeah, it hasn't arrived. But that's all I'm looking forward to in the week, hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. What about you, Fid?
Well, I was just going to say, I'm just looking forward to our final week of work. I think we're going to come up with something cool to do for next week's show because it'll be our final show for the year. But having a break, I'm looking forward to winding up this next week and then having a break. I feel like 2020, we have all deserved this Christmas holiday this year.
Yep.
Yeah, we've all earned it. But yeah, thanks so much, Whippy, for joining us on this week's show.
It,
it's been awesome. Especially appreciate you sharing your stories and your journey. And glad that you're back on Twitch. And
me too, bro.
And hopefully the rest of your journey on Twitch or wherever you end up is awesome.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy to be back on Twitch.
So where can people find you, dude?
You can find me on Twitter at Whippy Not Poopy. I would explain the rest of that name, but we're out of time. On Twitch, it's just Whippy. Then if you want to communicate to me directly, you can find me at discord.gg/Whippy, and you can chat in there, and I usually look at that every single day.
Awesome. And of course, you can follow both myself and Jack. You can follow me on everything at FidMcAwesome. Follow Jack at Jack Hutto on everything. And of course, follow gotogame too. You can check us out on our website, www.goto.game. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're everywhere. Give us a follow. Goto.game is who we are. And of course, we'll be back next week with the final show of the year. Let us know who you think we should get on, what we should do next week.
I don't know.
I've got no idea. I have no idea myself.
I'll figure it out next week.
What are you doing next week?
Get Blues. He'll be looking for something to do.
Yeah, maybe we should. Have we had Blues on the show yet?
No.
Maybe we should.
All right.
That could be interesting. All right. Anyway, that's us for this week. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
See you later, mate.